And now the turn of Papua New Guinea, a nation that sports get their opportunity against Samoa, who were gallant. They were almost blown off the park early by New Zealand and then found some terrific form in the second half. The war cries, the war dances about to be performed here. They're well apart. PNG are well inside their 40. And now we'll move to centre ground as we go in the huddle with the Samoans. St Helens star, you see a Soliola there as captain again tonight for the men in blue and white. And now the PNG players are lined up along the 40-metre line, their end of the field. And they're ready to receive the offering from Samoa.
Samoa! Oi le toa! Samoa! Samoa! Oi le toa! Samoa! Samoa ka go! Ka go go! 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 So we are! Yeah, Father, my soul, so is. It's all Samoa! It's all Samoa! It's all Samoa! It's all!
What a privilege it is to be here tonight.
Yes, at Craven Park, just confirming the sides here for Papua New Guinea. Mead at fullback and such a key man are Bavavu and Yere, Eliab and McDonald. Ayer and Thompson in the forwards tonight. Mexico, Aiton, Marabi, Nandie, Marabi, Aiton, and, or rather Chan and Costigan. Reserves Wabo, Cambo, Tali and Maki. And the Samoan side, as we know, PNG coached by Adrian Lamb. But the Samoan side, Milford, Winterstein, Lafai, Leilua, Vito, Manu, Malele, Roberts, Farlongo, Godinay, Matangi, Soliola, Armau and Sue, and Sio, Moores, Torfua and Masoi. 3 players there with NRL experience on the bench for Samoa. It will be Samoa to kick off here. And you can see there, Adrian Lamb, head coach, and the absolute legend, Mal Meninga, on his left. And I can tell you that box, that coach's box, is around about 33 degrees in there. They've made it so as if they're in Moresby, which is very kind to the locals. Shane Hayne, referee. Again, for those in the Southern Hemisphere, only the one referee during the Rugby League World Cup matches. And just a little hold up before we get underway, and they're like the proverbial cat on the hot tin roof tonight. Both teams, they just want to get it on, want to get started. High anticipation from the fans. You're going to see a few big hits tonight. Masoi off the bench. Yere's out the centres for PNG. Let's have some fun at Craven Park in Hull tonight. A Monday evening, 8 o'clock local time. And Papua New Guinea with first use of the football. It'll be interesting to see which team the fans adopt for this match. We saw at Warrington how the locals there got right behind the Samoans. It was quite sensational. Lost there by Marabi, and straight away Samoa with a chance on tackle number 2. Dreadful start for Papua New Guinea. They're under enormous pressure straight away. The ball with Leeson Armau. Wow, that was not in the playbook, the game plan for the Kummels. Play number 2. Now left side, Manu Malele has a big responsibility tonight. No Reni Matua on the injured list for Samoa. So the young fella Manu Malele gets the chance to wear the 6, and there he is again to a flat-footed Suaso Su. West Tigers player in the NRL made his debut this year, just 10 metres away from the PNG line. Now Godinay to centre field, and a good dummy there. Falongo thought he was a real chance. Nice piece of play, and then they'll score. It's a little soft for Samoa. Siwa Matangi has scored just as he did in game number 1 against New Zealand. It has taken
and then you just go out to straight back, Matangi right under the post. A little bit of lax defense of PNG. The Kumals will be disappointed about that.
Well, the Kumals just have to erase the first 90 seconds totally from the memory bank. They just have to start over again. Dreadful. Lost ball, tackle 2, and now goal line defence flimsy. And this fella breaking into the NRL this year. He's no spring chicken, but he's had quite the life story, and now he's playing at the World Cup, and he was great against New Zealand. And it's a pretty handy way to start here against PNG. We just saw the Samoan coach's box, Matt Parrish in charge. And it's over to Anthony Milford, who only landed the 2 goals against New Zealand, 2 from 5. But the work is easy to start the night. And they're playing at the ground that hosts the Hull Kingston Rovers. What a good footy club. What about the players that have come through the system of Hull KR over the years? We have the likes of Roger Millwood. There was the drop ball from Marabi. Australians like Gavin Miller, Kiwis like Mark Broadhurst have played here, have graced the jumper, not necessarily at this stadium, but across town. It's a good footy club, no doubt about it.
Stay on side.
And restarted play with Israel Eliab, and I can tell you that he's on standby as goal kicker if David Mead strikes trouble here. They've had a hard week of goal kicking practice, those two, Eliab and Mead. We'll see what unfolds for them. Matangi took the first one from the kick-off, and now for Leilua. Gee, he was damaging at times against New Zealand. He was a real handful for Bryson Goodwin. And tonight, what a battle. Menzi Yere against Joseph Leilua. 2 big, strong centres. And now Roberts pushes along for Soliola. The hair is out. There's plenty of it there. He's close to the sideline, but he's got the honour of captaining this side. Just inside the PNG half. And now with Winterstein. Some of the Kumals defence leaving a bit to be desired early. First contact is not all that strong. Milford has gone for the bomb. Bit of pressure on Mead. He times his jump. In the end, it was uncontested.
There's some great lead-up play there by the Samoan team. They've gone 60 metres on the carry.
Oh, no. Well, this is tragic. They get the penalty, but that is so lucky because the drop ball, it was an unforced error.
Just wipe your mouth too.
Wow, nerves here.
PNG are going to have to get that out of their game, Bossy, if they're going to do something here tonight. Samoa come out, they've shown their cards early. They want to play a very physical game. They're going to go straight at the Kumals in the middle of the park.
And this is Costigan. He will be playing here next year in the Super League. Neville Costigan finished up at the Newcastle Knights. Now Aiton short side, and I thought there was a little hole to work on there. Back with Aiton to centre field, and this man had a colossal game against the French. Nandier, formerly Jesse Joe Parker, but attack and defence was very solid. Now Thompson on to Mead, and good tackle Soliola. Papua New Guinea get a chance, 15 metres away from the Samoan line. They trail by 6 points to 0. And a last tackle play. They've got Thompson in position. He's going to provide the attacking kick. Oh boy, he was knocked off his feet. It's fielded by Vito. Thompson got straight to his feet, to his credit. Now Vito wants to take off. and away he goes. He's turned them around. He's a strong runner. And Vito, just like that, to within 5 metres of halfway. Bound for Brisbane in the NRL next year. Daniel Vito. Here is Milford. Could still be one of the real superstars of this World Cup, the Samoan fullback. Another run now for Vito. 41 away from the PNG line. They're looking for back-to-back tries to start the night. Now Sue on it comes for Roberts. Soliola on an inside angle. Taken front on. But they will keep up the pressure. And Lisa Namau now. Ridden to ground in the tackle of Ayau. And this kick from the young 5'8", Manu Malele. So Papua New Guinea a little better in that set of 6. But still, some work to be done. Abavu to centre field. Another good tackle from Soliola. He was good down the other end, the goal line defence. And there is another knock-on from Papua New Guinea. Well, dear, oh dear. This is the worst of starts.
Everything's about the Samoan team at this moment. They're running the ball hard. They're breaking the PNG defensive line. They're getting their nose forward, getting quick play the balls, a good kicking game. In 2 sets now, we've seen them nearly go 80 metres, 100 metres from their own end goal line. And this is something that PNG really have to stop. In defence, Samoa also hustling them. They're moving them back, giving PNG no room, and that's what's forcing the errors.
You saw the shot of Adrian Lamb. He looked like a man who just lost his last 10 quid. He was in pain for a man 7.5 minutes into the game. Is there any fun in coaching? Is there anything fun about it at all?
I've got to admit, your life's in everyone else's hands.
As Samoa come out to the right-hand side, this is Leilua trying to put on a fend. And look, it's on the personal wish list tonight. I want Menziere to pull off some of his biggest hits. And then Samoa will reply in kind. We'll see what develops as Armau to centre field in front of the Papua New Guinea posts. This would be absolutely devastating to fall 12-0 behind inside the first 10 in a game you have to win. Manu Malele goes wide, and with it is Vito. He is one of the hardest running wingers in rugby league. Only 5 from the line. Leilua, and up it comes. Sue's got another touch. They're not really coming for any great depth, no one rolling onto the ball. So now off takes Godinay, and the defence centre field is better on Matangi that time. 2 front rows in the tackle, Mexico and Marabi. Here is Godinay, switches back to the right-hand side. Deft kick, knocked down by Papua New Guinea, then held off the ball. Well, I don't know about that. And now Lisa Amo had a chance to almost stride through. Yes, Papua New Guinea had knocked it down, but they were held off the ball as it comes out for Milford and Roberts. And here's the opportunity for Lafai. Got the pass away to Winterstein. Winterstein scores for Samoa. 9 minutes gone. They're going better than the clock at 10 points to 0.
Now we're seeing some very disciplined play by the Samoan pack at this point in time. They're not overplaying, but this is a little bit controversial. Is he being held back here? It looks like he is. Look at Armel, just held him back a little bit there, and then he's got on the ball himself. But credit too, with credit where it needs to be given. They're very disciplined in what they're doing. They kept the space, and a great backhand offload there to finish off for the try. Yeah,
watching the replay, you see Nene McDonald, the young fellow who plays in the under-20s at the Roosters. He was retreating. He sort of really was in no man's land. He didn't sort of have the faith in his man inside to make the tackle, and then once he motioned to come in, it was just open space for that man, Antonio Winterstein, to score.
I think he had to come in because Lafai had basically did a little stop-start, got on the outside of his man. If he had stayed wide, he probably would have skinned the opposition and gone through himself. So he had to come, he had to make a decision, but the skill on Lafai just to give the backhand pass.
He's a good player. He really did improve this year at the Canterbury Bulldogs in the National Rugby League. He got bigger. He's now a physically imposing centre, and you're going to see it tonight. When Junior Sau was good, again, they've got good centres. Leilua, Junior Sau, and Lafai here in this Samoan side. It's a wealth of riches there for Matt Parrish to pick from.
You've got 3 front rows that can run like the wind.
And now Milford from the sideline in front of a stand that is absolutely packed tonight. That's the terrace side of the ground. We'll have a look at that held back play of Lisa Armour. Oh, Milford's hit the upright. 10-0 scoreline, 10 gone. But look, it was going to be a Papua New Guinea knock-on, in my opinion, but a scrum was a better result than the attack going on. There it is, off the leg and onto the chest, but definitely held back. He was entitled to fall on the ball and force a stoppage of play.
That's right, and he was playing for it as well, but great footwork there by Lafai.
Yeah,
little stop-start,
Jason, is it?
and Nene had to come off the wing. A little backhand pass. Great lead-up try.
Yeah, gets better every time you see it, actually, the pass of the centre. Now, 10-0 down. Remembering, Papua New Guinea, their next match is against New Zealand. Obviously, you would think New Zealand would emerge winners there. So if Papua New Guinea don't win tonight, it is fatal for their World Cup quarter-final chances.
2-4, releasing.
And they're giving 10-point start. Veto met, and now a penalty conceded by Marabi.
We're just not seeing that urgency that we saw last Sunday from the Papua New Guineans. The Kumals just aren't getting together in numbers and slowing down this big Samoan forward pack. They're getting quick play of the balls, getting them on the back foot, and that's leading to all of these penalties.
Yeah, these are tough times for the Kumals right now. They really need to step up physically.
Wait for the kick, wait.
They've got to make sure of the tackles. They cannot let Samoa get into a groove here. To centre field they come. Farlongo with the first run. A lot of experience right there with David Farlongo. 38 metres away from the line. The men in blue, the Samoans, the Warriors, Sue there. Creeping up towards the 30. Godinay wants to get them going down the short side. Roberts, this is good build up. Lafai gets another run, but over the top was Jason Chan. Soliola, now they're inside the 20. Roberts back to centre field. Sue with it. Into the line came Milford. Wait till he runs. Armour gets another touch for Samoa. And again, there's another missed tackle. It was Thompson this time. First up contact is not good for the Kumals. And Godinay, right side, Milford. And that time Thompson was trying to hang on in the tackle. On tackle number 5. 10 from the line. Samoa for Milford. He's going to kick right across field. Launch it out towards Winterstein. The bat back was loose. Soliola scoops it up for Roberts. It's play on and now. Oh, what a catch! What a catch by Mead off a Lafai bullet. That was beautiful from David Mead. Great reflexes. And now I think the whole KR fans that have come along tonight have decided to make the underdogs their team.
He's booted that at 1,000,000 miles an hour. If he'd let it go, it probably would have gone dead. But great reactions, great instinctive snaps there.
Look, I'll say this about David Mead. Tragically missed the shot at goal and felt like he's, blown it for his team. But his game, I mean, it was one of the best performances by any back in the first week of the World Cup. He ran for 200 metres. And, this team relies on his experience and in general play. He was fantastic. So Aiton with it. And pushing it along. I gave him a big rap. He's put one down. Mead and Vito's onto it. Vito's got away from 2. Now he's only 21 metres away from the line. Ababu got him to ground, but what a chance this is. Oh, Roberts has missed it. Pass went right over his left shoulder. And that enables Papua New Guinea to regroup. This crowd has livened up as the players opened up a little. And here is Soliola. Started his career with the Sydney Roosters in the NRL. Now St Helens is very much his home. And Manu Malele on the outside. They've kept it alive here. Leilua, good ball. Manu Malele again inside for Vito. Vito's offloaded as well. Leilua's got a touch. Hard to stop. Leilua, beautiful ball. What a try it is for Godinay there. That is great skill by the Samoans. Their 3rd try of the night.
This is what the PNGs need to get a hold of their game. They're playing too loose at the moment. As soon as they set a platform, giving too much easy ball away. And the Samoans are just thriving off it. Look at the numbers are coming through. They have the ability and the skill in the pack and the strength to keep the ball alive. And they keep changing the angles on the PNG's defenders. Keep them, and look at this strength by Leilua. Absolutely fantastic. And that Menzieri as well. And he is one strong man.
Yeah, look, you hate to harp on it, but the first up tackle, the first man in's just not making any impression on the attackers of Samoa. And now you've got offloads, missed tackles. I mean, that play alone, Robbie, there's probably been 8 missed tackles.
That's exactly right, and that's what happens when you get yourself on the back foot. And PNG at this point in time, they're not finishing their sets out. They're burning a lot of energy. They've done nothing but defend for the opening 15 minutes, and that makes it a tough day at the office. You start dropping off tackles, and the cycle starts going downwards, and that makes it even worse.
This is a match from Group B of the World Cup. In Group A and Group B, 3 of the 4 teams qualify for the quarterfinals, and at the moment, New Zealand rock solid in first position. Going into tonight, France is second. And these two sides, in fact, Samoa's in 4th and Papua New Guinea in 3rd. But it's turning around very quickly. Milford's kick is successful. Interesting touch there. We know that Mal Meninga is the high performance director for Papua New Guinea. Well, Anthony Milford, the goal kicker, is the Mal Meninga medal winner this year at the Canberra Raiders as player of the season. The finish of this try again, Vido and Leilua. They're already thinking about the damage they can do down in Perpignan against France. It's quite possible Samoa will end up finishing 2nd in their group. So 16-0 down, real troubles. The restart from Eliab. There will be no shortage of runners in the Samoan side. They've got some big hombres to come in off the bench. I don't think there's going to be any respite here for the Papua New Guinea side. Here's Matangi, almost back to halfway. Aiton was first in, but they're on the edge of the cliff at the moment, and they're hanging on to a cotton thread, Papua New Guinea. They need something to go their way in a hurry, and it's not happening in this set. Here's Milford away from one. Can step this fella. Watch him go. Anthony Milford. Through he goes. Beats another. Beats another. Milford is on the line and over, but can't force it. He's got his head down, but he hasn't got the ball.
That deserves a try. That just deserves a try. He's beaten about 20 men there. He's beaten one guy, then he's gone back and beat him again, then decided to go through the forward pack, then done the fullback. 8 of them have to run back and stop him from scoring. It deserves a try. Just give him a try anyway.
Well, look at that. The head's down, is forced. Play on for Samoa. Roberts goes for the kick, and McDonald is back there. It'll be a line dropout for the Kummels. Wow, Samoa. They're on fire.
Look at Milford here. Side step, right foot step, boom. Keeps his feet moving. Here it comes again. Then the gas turns on. Right foot step, gas turns on again. Right foot step, and gas it to the line. And they're very lucky to keep him out.
Again, I remind you, 19 years of age. What a talent.
What a freak.
I know his club future's in doubt back in Australia. There's all sorts of dramas there, but... Oh, look who they brought on. Here he comes, St Helens' new favourite. Mossy Masoya's out there. He only made 11 tackles against New Zealand, but everyone registered on the Richter scale. Mossy Masoy, it's a big jumper, the number 17, let me tell you.
I think they're sewing together 3 different jumpers.
So now Roberts on to Soliola. 11 away from the line. Tackled by Thompson. Godinay back to centre field. Sue decides to run straight at them. And Suaso Sue held up by the defence and under pressure defence. Now Milford across field, thought about kicking. He's got them all guessing now. Anthony Milford, the man with the dancing feet. Last tackle, 6 from the line. Slow play the ball. They've been hurt there, Milford. Godinay. And the defence was almost caught napping. You throw to a flat runner, a man in fact standing still on the last, and Sue almost got himself over the line.
And that's the confidence of the Samoan team at the moment. On the last play, they'll just try a hit and run. They're going through and over top of the PNG players, and now they're lining up in defence to keep them in their own 10-metre zone.
And a penalty goes away. Papua New Guinea. Adrian Lamb has sent out some fresh troops. Jason Tarley's out there. Enoch Markey is out there. but they just have to be the next to score. It cannot get beyond 16, I wouldn't think, for Papua New Guinea here.
Yeah, if Samoa get another try, it's one of those things you're looking at, oh, okay, now it's just damage limitation as opposed to winning the game. But weirder things have happened, and they've got the talent in that team.
So, here is the bench player, Jason Tarley, straight into the action from the Mount Hagen Eagles, that club's lone representative at the World Cup. Well, oh dear, this is an abomination. First touch of the ball, Markey comes out there, and now we've got it on. Now we've got it on Tarley. He went to pick up the ball and was thrown down. And the boys said, you know what? It's a little bit cold. Let's get nice and warm here in Hull.
First one off Samoa.
Ah, it's all a bit of fun.
Find at the ball. Knock on first.
There we go.
Well, I've run out of fingers to count the errors from Papua New Guinea now. I'm going to have to take my socks and shoes off.
That's Jason Tarley just getting a little excited there. It's come straight off the bench. Oh, there we go. I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore. And a little bit of body surfing as well.
Yeah. Oh, didn't they react too? All righty. Samoa get yet another opportunity, although Papua New Guinea ended up with a scrum feed. And 41 metres away from the line. They've just got to get a grip on the ball, get to the end of a set to try and help, try and boost the confidence. Tarley's had another run up to halfway. He's been sent out with a very definite message, hasn't he? Soy came over the top and the crowd groaned at seeing Mossy. What's he tipping the scales at now? I'll tell you what, if he's been in Hull for a few days, eating the chip butty, he'll be a little heavier than when he arrived. And now the ball comes on for Mexico. Well, now we're getting into it. It's taken a while, but we're ready to go. Costigan copped the treatment. You want to tell me what happened just then? This is not good. And now penalty. It came off Markey.
I think they've only finished one set. In the opening 20 minutes of this game, they've only finished one set.
And offside, it comes off his leg. Dear.
Adrian Mann will be pulling his hair out.
Well, they're going through the book of errors at the moment. They're up to page 37. I don't know what one comes next. And Samoa will start a set inside the Kummel's box, and you can see Adrian Lamb. Yep. So Samoa will release an arm out at 16 points to nil. They posted 2 tries inside the opening 10 minutes, and they're marching on now. And Sue in centre field has got plenty of touches so far tonight. Now 35 away. Masoi with the ball. Aiton tries to take in front on. There to help the second rower, Nandier, to the right-hand side, and there could have been one of the bigger shots on Manu Malele. He just managed to evade it. Godinay, Roberts to Milford. He can accelerate quickly, can't he? Last tackle, Samoa. Godinay for Roberts, and again the kick will be out towards the wing of Winterstein. Good take, McDonald. Well done, young man. And Papua New Guinea will run back to the 20. Look at McDonald come. He almost got to the centre of the 20. They allow it to go in any case. And back to the 30. Yep, the crowd are now Kummel fans. The big cheer when PNG get the penalty.
And that's an interesting tackle by Samoa a little bit earlier, trying to put the crossfield kick across to Nene McDonald. He's about 6'4", isn't he? 6'5". He's probably bigger than that. And he can get in the air. But let's see if Papua New Guinea can finish out this set. They're going to need a set of platform. They have some fantastic players. Mead is somebody that they want to get the ball into hand, but they need a set of good platform.
Well, they have to lift, and now they're running from very deep. Soliola went around the legs, but it needed assist there from Laffey and Roberts to stop the charging Mackie. So they're only 20 metres away from the line, PNG, and this will bring the crowd into the game if they could score here and get it back to 16-4 or 16-6. Wide ball it comes. Yero's got it away. Ababu, they've caught it forward. Well, the Kummels are blowing up. Gee, I thought it may have been okay. Abavu was over.
It looked all right from up here.
Well, he thought he had the winning raffle ticket. They've taken the prize away. Look at this. Oh, no. Well, that replay suggests Shane Hayes is spot on.
It was close.
Let's go, Samoa. Let's get these scrums quicker.
Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. It's the sideline official right in line. We will accept that, but there's a bit of emotion here for Papua New Guinea. And Grant Atkins, a young man from the refereeing ranks in Australia, running the line here. So Samoa survived that attacking burst by Papua New Guinea, and Leilua now back to centre field. 24 minutes gone. Group B World Cup match. France cheering hard for Samoa tonight. If Samoa win, France will basically be into the quarterfinals unless Papua New Guinea pull off a miracle against New Zealand. Milford kept it alive there. Got an Leilua. Oh, he doesn't pass, but he got away from Abavu. Leilua's still going. Almost unstoppable. Joseph Leilua. Big line set up to the left here. Samoa 15 metres away from the line. 24.5 to go, or gone in the first half. Out to Roberts. Now Soliola gives it to Laffey. Winterstein on his outside. Winterstein scores in the corner. He's got a double.
Tackle 5. Ash, we're checking touchline, grounding time.
And just checking whether he put a foot on the sideline. I don't think Winterstein would have done that, but they're just going to check it.
Okay, just looking down the line now. He's got possession, he's in, that's fine. That's okay, grounding is good. Okay, that'll be a try. Going to the screen now.
Lovely stuff. You hear directly from the video referee, and that's a straightforward one there from Antonio Winterstein, yet just over a minute earlier. Papua New Guinea thought they had their first try of the night. Now they slip to 20-0 down.
Great lead-up play here. Off to Manu Malele. He gets the ball out to Ben Roberts. Then they're just a straight numbers game. 4-on-3. Soliola to Laffey to Winterstein to finish off the try. Great lead-up play.
Burst onto the scene in Australian Rugby League back in 2009 with the Brisbane Broncos, this try scorer. He might have played every game that very first year.
Yeah.
And has since moved on to the Cowboys.
Yep.
Had a pretty good year.
Yeah, sure.
Double-figure try tally.
Yep. Thank you.
Can play centre as well. And on the wing here for Samoa. So 2 tries for the number 2. And as a result of scoring right in the corner, Milford will get a kick from out there. The temperature may have dropped 2 or 3 degrees in the last 10-15 minutes here.
Right. I've got 2 pairs of gloves on. You're standing there without anyone.
Robbie Hunter Paul up here with the gloves, and he's got the overcoat. He's got a balaclava. I think the balaclava's a bit over. He has got 2 gloves on too. He's just proving it to me. What's that about? 2 gloves.
I know England.
Yeah. Alrighty, Milford from 22 out. I'll tell you more about the food here in Hull. Oh, I've had a great afternoon. Gee, I'm enjoying this World Cup. It's always like a sideshow, the culinary tour. As Milford's kick is there. What a kick. Milford just crept over the crossbar. And 22-0. But if you haven't been to Hull up in the north of England, over on the eastern side, fish and chips, wow. They serve the patty. It's the only place in the country you can get their patty, and it's very good. And chip butty as well. They had a lovely afternoon. It was...
Where was my invite?
Well, we must have missed you.
Time on.
Jeez, if you ate it every day, you'd weigh 20 stone, I reckon. Here's Samoa. And here comes Mossy Masoi. Talking about 20 stone. He's back over the 20-metre line for Samoa. No, very nice meal indeed. Almost as good as the curry in Leeds. And arm out, just over the 30. Aggressive running. It's the recipe for this Samoan side. And it could carry them away in the quarterfinals.
Hold. Go. You're offside there, 15,
No
15.
quality possession really for Papua New Guinea in this first half, as Roberts has put it out on the full. Well, a little mistake, that helps. just got to get something on the board, get something started here, Papua New Guinea.
And Ben Roberts there just going for a 40-20 kick and just overcooking it a little bit.
Did get one against New Zealand, Ben Roberts.
Yeah.
You see, it just pulled up just before the red line and overcooked it. You can see the opportunity there, but kick's got to be on the money.
Arms over the top, guys. Thanks, Paul.
So scrum, 40 metres away
All heads
from
down.
the Samoan line. They're trying to get a little move worked out here. Mead pushing
Stay there, half.
Eliab
Ball in.
to a 5'8" position. And Eliab will get hold of the ball and then take on the defence of Sue and Armau. Very few forwards packed into that scrum. They're all out in the backs, ready for the defensive set. And again, the crowd, they're just sitting in hope at the moment. They want to see a spark from the Kumals. It's not going to take much to get them involved in the game. Markey went, or rather, Tali went for a hard run. He was stung by it, but straight to his feet. Now 8 on, and Thompson gets it for Mead, and Soliola's across there. Chops him down in the tackle with Roberts, but they are only 15 away. So it is a chance with Chan. Able to play it 10 away from the line. Thompson dabs it to the in goal. Samoa will play it at Milford. Gee, that was close. With Nandier getting through. Jesse Joe, he almost stole a try here. Let's see how close he gets.
One of the things about Hokoau Craven Park is that they've got really big in goals. It is a rugby field. It's not a rugby pitch put on a football field. So deep in goals there. He was doing his best to let it go over the dead ball line. But PNG was getting on top of him.
Yeah, well, it'd be a good 5 metres more than the ground we saw at Wrexham. Now they've looked at the video referee. He said no, it did come off Nandier.
Not yet. Wait,
so they're going to say 20-metre restart for Samoa. Nothing going the way of the Kumals. But no, yesterday we had the match between Wales and the Tomahawks, the Americans, and losing goals there at Wrexham.
10's here. Hold.
Well, I don't know whether that's absolutely conclusive, that you would overturn the on-ground official there, but anyway. And here is Lafayette. 9 metres inside their own half. He's played for the penalty and he's got one as well. Well, Adrian Lamb, someone give him a hug, will you? I mean, he needs a shoulder to cry on at the moment. This is a killer, this. It wasn't. Look, he plays for this. You're telling me that the player made Lafayette do that, kick like a donkey?
Yeah, just there, mate.
Look at Adrian. He's thinking, I'll get my kids for Christmas.
I tell you what, they did turn the heating up, but it looks very cold in that room right now.
Wait for the kick.
He's thinking about what souvenirs to pick up on the way out.
Hold.
Okay, Samoa. Another opportunity inside the PNG half. Lisa Naumau takes the first one. Now Godinay works short side. Leilua, just keep giving him early ball. He is such a handful. That time they've managed to round him up. And Yere was at the front of it. Godinay to centre field. Mano Malele and Mossy Masoi. Mossy Masoi had 3 on him. And still you saw those big chunky legs moving. Godinay, Sue, nice juggle. Sue has hit hard in the tackle of Cambo. Out there with the headgear for Papua New Guinea. On tackle 4. 10 from the line. Roberts pulls it in. And Manu Malele has it. They've kicked. It looked a little hard. Although it's set. Oh, he's knocked it on. Leilua, he had won the race. The ball had started to pull up. But no try there.
In the middle.
For Samoa.
All about timing this. Oh.
That's one now. Up. 16.
That's a let off for PNG.
Hold.
I would hate to have gone into the half with looking down the barrel of 28 points, 26 points.
And he's only now back on his feet, Leilua, so he's out of the line. They're 1 man down at the moment.
That's right.
Papua New Guinea in possession, but a 22-0 scoreline against them. And their performance certainly hasn't lived up to expectations. He was nervous right from the first set. They dropped it, second tackle of the night. Here's Ayton with no winger at home, so Milford has to get across to it. Down to the goal line for PNG chasers there. Milford's going to take them all on, but rounded up. He's a hard bloke to stop. He's offloaded again, Milford. Now Winterstein.
Isn't he exciting?
Go.
Get that ball, get the ball in his hand all night long.
Oh, great runs he did during the NRL season, but great solo tries as well. Wonderful first season. And now we've got a penalty for an obstruction play. So
come back and retreat behind it.
Papua New Guinea have got a penalty 20 metres out. I don't think the crowd even noticed. They're about to realise PNG are going to have a set here inside the Samoan 20 with 8 minutes to go first half.
Wait on, Paul. Okay, not yet. Go.
And Aiton it is to take the tap. They don't set up anything special at all.
That's one,
and Nandier takes the first one. 15 metres away from this Samoan line. Aiton, they'll get another run in from Tali. Well, he's trying hard, isn't he?
1 foot, 1 foot.
Jason Tali off the bench to the left. Nandier, quick hands. Abavu with it. Coming back in field and good ball and all tackle from Armau. And has stolen the ball, but now they said penalty.
Already called held, guys. Yeah, but I've already
called held, I think, is what Shane Haynes said.
Hang on. Yeah, already called held, mate, and then he stripped the ball. No problems with the one-on-one, but it was after.
And then you see a Soliola comes in with a slow-down play and questions the decision.
Surprising that. Normally when the referees say already called held, they just bring him back for a play the ball.
So a little bit goes the way of Papua New Guinea, but now they need to convert. 22-6 won't be that bad.
That's one now. Let him go.
You score first, second half. Suddenly you're inside 2 converted tries. But they've got to get the first one on the board. Aiton gets it up. Here's that man, Tali again. I want to see the big charges of PNG at the Samoan defence on the goal line. Aiton, they're going to try one here. There's lots of defence, so Tofua.
Stay there. Go.
They're close to the line as it comes out for Thompson. Then Mead tries to step Soliola. Back to Thompson. Does a little bit of stepping. But Roberts has got him. Still 5 minutes away from the line and eating through the tackles. It is the last for Papua New Guinea. They need something big. Thompson decides to go low. Off the padding. He had a chance. It's there for Papua New Guinea. Over they go with Cambo. But he's going to say no for the knock-on. Oh, they went close with Richard Cambo.
Who's 17?
Richard Kimbo, who was the fugitive, wasn't he? Harrison Ford? Was that Kimbo? I can't remember, but it was not a bad flick.
That's one now, up.
20 metres away from their own line, Samoa come back out. There's been a couple of close calls. The PNG yet to post points, and that hurts.
6 outside. Hold, go 2. Hold on.
Now Soliola.
3 now, up. Here we are.
18 short of halfway.
17, go.
Still 5.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Vito with it.
Out the back, it's all
and Vito's offloaded. There was a chance there for Aiton to get the loose ball. Couldn't quite get there, and Tafua is onto it. 5 away from halfway, and now Milford's going to pump it down into the corner if he can. And Abavu is there for it. Try scorer against France in the opening game for Papua New Guinea.
Held one now, 12 up. Tens with me, here I am, back up.
This set, this time, commences inside their 30. Now Mead with the ball.
Toe, up, Mossy, all the way on side here, come on. Hold, go 2, well done.
And now Thompson sending it out wider. Soliola has done some really good defence at all parts of the field, the Samoan captain tonight.
I agree, captain's knock. He's getting up brilliantly defensively. He's jumping out of the line. He's shutting down the play, shutting down all of PNG's strike on their right-hand side. But equally, offensively, he's creating a lot of options outside him as well.
Yet another run by Tali. Back to halfway. Masoi was there at the end of that run. Pressure to get the kick in for Ayau. And downfield it went, and Vito's ready to run. Look at that pass from Vito. Really making it sing out to Witterstein.
Held, release. Hold here, go 1.
And Samoa, still 4 to go, first half.
17, up, 7.
5 tries would be a nice opening 40 minutes work here in a game they have to win. Witterstein, 5 metres away from halfway. Michael Seo is now out there in the dummy half roll. And there is Manu Malele getting it away out wide for Leilua. He's offloaded nonchalantly to Milford, who shows us the speed. He'll take on Mead. Milford's offloaded. What a player he is. Back back to Seo. 5 from the line. You're seeing the quite sublime skills of Anthony Milford here. And of dummy half is Leilua. They just can't tackle him first attempt. Leilua, look at that. Again, just palms it off. Seo gets another touch. 4 metres from the line. And last tackle, Samoa. Vito's going to try and force his way over. On the last tackle, he has gone over, but held up. And a changeover back on the 10. Well, you can call it maybe a little selfish from Vito, but he just thought he had them caught out.
Hold, go.
There we go, Milford.
What's that, Ash?
He's an entertaining player to watch. Watch the right foot step. Boom. Stays on his feet and keeps it alive.
Hold.
You got to like that.
Go on.
Yeah, and now Kimbo with the ball.
Surrender.
Centre field.
Stand to.
18 metres away from their own line. Still enough minutes to come up with a try before half-time. Here's the chance. Meads away. Soliola's getting across. Oh, what a tackle from the skipper. Yosia Soliola. Lovely stuff. And now Nandier. 5 metres inside the Samoan half. Thompson runs it wide. The chip over the top from Chan. And Roberts is away. Mind the gap, there's plenty of space. Roberts sprints away to score. And we thought for Papua New Guinea was heartbreaking against France. Well, this first half is devastating against Samoa.
There's a look of Jason Chan moving at speed, and that's probably why the second rowers aren't supposed to do chip kicks and kicks full stop. He's moving at speed there. He probably should have just carried the ball in, put a punch the hole into the Samoan defensive line and got ready for the quick play of the ball.
Well, I've got to say, I didn't get to see every match of the Huddersfield Giants this year, but I'm betting Jason Chan didn't do too many chips over the top for the Giants, did he?
If Jason Chan had done a chip over the top, I'm sure head coach Paul Anderson would have come down and ripped his head off.
Well, that's a pretty brutal punishment, but I know what you're saying.
Paul Anderson is a big man.
Yeah, sure. He's one mean dude, but
to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised.
Look, he shines up Chan. It wasn't for lack of effort or anything, but it was pretty good skill. Roberts pulling it in.
Definitely, he actually turned his back on the kick itself and then realised actually I can pluck this out of the air, and he probably won't get an easier 4 points in this tournament.
Got the first try against New Zealand for Samoa when they were looking like they were down and out.
Did you say something?
Beat Sonny Bill Williams in scoring. Benny Roberts. Good moment
Sonny
for
was
him.
climbing all over his back, wasn't he?
He was. 5 tries, and there'll be a minute to go once the conversion is taken.
Come on.
Well, I really did think it'd be a lot closer. Certainly the first half I thought it'd be a lot closer than this. But it's been a horrible, horrible night for the Kumals. Samoa have posted 28 points.
There we go, Jason Chan moving at speed. That's not your job, son. And then Ben Roberts clear all the weights underneath the sticks. He always score an easier try than this in the whole tournament. Having a good game tonight is Ben Roberts as well, marshalling the troops well.
Yeah, well, and we mentioned it earlier. Rennie Matua was the starting 5'8" in the first game, and now he's got the injury. So, you know, responsibility falls on the more experienced half in Roberts, because Manu Malele hasn't had any NRL experience playing the second grade comp, the New South Wales Cup in Australia, where he was a premiership winner.
Well done, hold.
Samoa with the ball. Little minor change on their bench as Masoi onto the ball. As we saw our team cards earlier, Junior Moores is wearing 16 and Tafua 15. And they're now back to halfway. Look, there's time for another try. They'll get another play at them. Winterstein out on the left wing. He's got 2 already this first half. McDonald's dragged him in, good tackle. Takes him back beyond the 40. So one last play for the first half. And, well, Roberts, well, he obviously didn't care much about it. He was pretty happy with 5 tries first half. Ben Roberts and Samoa, they've